Hey everyone, so today I'll be talking about which programming language as a beginner you should learn and how you can get started with your coding. So before getting into it, why should you learn about programming languages? Learning programming languages will help you in developing your problem solving skills and analytical skills. So for example, when you are trying to write a new algorithm for certain problems or making your existing algorithms or any relevant problems into more efficient and fast, then you have to think outside the box, so that will help your analytical skills as well as problem solving skills very much. So second thing is versatility and job markets. So when you know multiple programming languages or in demand programming languages, that will help you to get job more easily and also aim for a better salary packages. So third point is innovation and creation. So imagine in programming, the only thing that can limit you is your imagination. So let's say you want to build an app or maybe a website with some new creative designs and all which no one have ever seen. You can do it by programming. You want to build a new app, you want to solve a certain particular problem which is not yet solved or which has not yet designed yet. You can do it just by programming. Imagine all the games happening. It's programming at its core, right? So you can develop any kind of gaming, any kind of animations, any kind of algorithms. So it's just your imagination that can limit you. So that's the best thing. So now let's dive into the key question of today: which programming language should you learn? So there are like more than hundreds of programming languages right now, so it's an overwhelming decisions to make, right? So today you're learning Java and suddenly you got to know there is a trend of Python going on, then you're switching from Java to Python. Then while learning Python, you again found a new thing, you want to learn C sharp for Microsoft, then you're switching there, then again you found something different, then you have to move around. So this is a lot of clutter and lot of overwhelming stuff, so you should not go and learn in that way. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few programming languages as an example, and I have already made a video on programming languages and their usage and all in my previous videos. I will link it up here and you can watch that playlist for a detailed explanation of different programming languages. So right now let me give you a few examples and some roadmap for you. The first and the most important programming language I would say is C and C++. So first of all, C is a very low level language as compared to any other language I'm going to say, and it will help you to understand how the software and the hardware interacts. It really goes in depth with how the operating system and the kernel talk with each other and how your coding will execute in the hardware, right? So that helps you to shape up your mind on understanding how the programming actually works underneath. Then the second thing is C++. So C++ already have most of the things of C, and with the understanding of C and C++, you can build most efficient programmings. Okay, so for example, when I was working in my previous company, like for in example in Zoom, we had to make almost real-time translation, and we used a mix of C and Python to make it more faster, more efficient. And in my first job, we are writing a lot of machine learning algorithms in Python, but at the end, at certain stages, we are using C++ to boost the performance, to boost the speed. So C and C++ is a key languages that will help you to fasten up your program. In real world, it's really important, and there are less people who knows these legacy programming languages. So it will really help you to shape up your knowledge to understand the programming language. Now the second programming language today I'm going to say is about Python. So Python, as you all know, I'm not going to say everyone should learn it. It's one of the easiest language to learn, so never start with it. Okay, that's very important. You should only start with C and C++, then only you will get to know the core programming. Then you after once you know those all, then you can choose Python, because Python is very good for machine learning. It has a lot of frameworks for supporting backend development. For such scenarios, Python is a good option, and more about Python I've already explained in my previous videos. You can watch that. Then the third one is Java. So Java is nowadays used for mostly for enterprise software development, and many of the legacy softwares are still developed in Java. If you want to develop Android applications, Java is your option. Third one is JavaScript. So JavaScript is also like it's mostly used in the full stack development or front end development as well as in back end development. It's mostly for the web development framework, I would say. and you cannot escape JavaScript if you are focusing on any kind of web development side. And the other one I would say is Swift. So if you want to be an iOS developer or you want to develop a software for any Apple ecosystem, then you have to learn Swift. So if I go on, there are like hundreds of programming languages, but why I mentioned these key things are like, so first and foremost, like I said initially, you have to be working only on C and C++. Understand it, learn it, practice it. Once you know that, then choose the next programming language you want to learn. So how you will choose the next one? So when I joined my first company, it was completely Python. The whole team and whole product was built on Python. And I didn't know anything about it, but it took me like around 2 to 4 weeks to learn Python, and I got good at it. And later I worked like next 4 to 5 years in Python and core Python programming only. Then later when I switched to Zoom, we had something called Python, which is a mix of C and Python, and it's a completely different programming language. It was written in completely different format and everything. So even that was also a very huge change for me. And in certain times I even have to use a language called Clojure for doing regressions and all. So saying in real world you will have to handle with multiple programming languages as per various scenarios. So you should be diversifying your knowledge skills on programming language. So how you will diversify? So you should work on the project that you are interested in. You should choose the domain you are in. So try it out in your various semesters, in various years, like in 1 year or maybe in one semester. Learn something, work on it, and you have to be an expert on it. Not an expert in the sense you should know everything about it, but you should know all the basics of it, and try it out for the 1 year. Then in the next year, try with another language, another project, and anything. So have a diversification in that, so that you can always learn a new language when it comes to you, okay, even though that language is never up to you. So that's what I want to tell you about how to choose a programming language. I hope this is very clear to you, and I hope you will make a right decisions. If you have any doubts regarding this, just comment down below and I will try to help you out. I will try to reply as much as possible. So next I want to tell you how you will get started with coding, right? So how you will learn these programming languages, how you will be consistent in it, how you will learn more about it. So for this, the most important thing is set a realistic goal, okay? So set a goal where you can achieve something in an easy way. Don't set goals like you're going to be an expert on C++ or an expert on Python. But instead of that, set a goal that you're going to finish a small project. Set a goal that you will going to be solving lead code questions, hacker rank questions in next 1 week or something like that. So gradually you will build on it. You will find issues, you will find problems in your coding, then you will gradually build on it, you will improve it. So that's how you will learn. Second thing, find a reliable resource, and this resource can be maybe your professor in your college, maybe it can be a YouTube tutor, or you can read some you can take some online courses like in Udemy or Udacity. So it's up to you. You have to find what's the best way for you. For me, it was YouTube videos, so I learned most of the things from YouTube. There was a lot of instructors, and I had the freedom to choose which one I love, and I followed with them. I solved problems in lead code and hacker rank, and I got a better knowledge about how everything works. So that's how I learned various programming languages. And for me, the best thing, or the best teacher for me, was my own projects. So solving your own projects is a heck of a task, and you want to figure it out how it is done. So you will research on Stack Overflow, you will research on the documentation, so reading a lot of things. And it's a gradual process. It's not something I did in 1 day or maybe in 1 month. It took me a couple of weeks, maybe a month, maybe 6 months. So in this 6 months, the knowledge builds on you, and you will gradually become good at those programming languages. So you can be in that way. Next one I want to tell is start with the basics. Understand what every keywords in that language means. For example, when you're starting with Python, know what is a list in Python, know what is tuple in it, what is the difference between them, how it affects the efficiency of the programming language, what are their constraints, what are their benefits, what are their cons. So understand the basic theories of this programming language. It will help you a lot in your future, okay? These small minute things can build a lot of you. So this basic core knowledge of every programming language, or the programming language you are choosing to learn, is an important factor. And next point is be consistent. So what I mean is by consistent is when you pick up a programming languages, go with it, start doing your problem, solve it, build projects on it, and be consistent and practice regularly on that. It doesn't mean you have to solve 4 hours of programming challenge every day. It just means at least dedicate 5 to 10 minutes every day on solving certain problems on lead code or hacker rank, whatever you are interested in, and solving that particular language that you are interested in, and be consistent on that. So gradually you'll be picking up more knowledge about these things. Okay, and another point is join this programming language community. There are a lot of community built around these programming languages. I know I have been to a lot of Python meetups, and when I've been to these Python meetups, I got to learn a lot about Python which I never knew before. I got to know how I can access the OS level controls in Python programming languages while attending a meetup. I was also attending a certain Android meetup, and I got to know how this Java and the Android IDEs are working together, how we can make the program more faster, what is the best way to utilize those frameworks. So joining a community will help you to gain knowledge from different experts, right? So it's a free community. You can join them, you can learn from them, you can contribute to them. So try to find few communities, or maybe the best thing, you can build your own community. Maybe find them from online, find them from Discord channels, find them from YouTube, find them from whatever way you can, and build a community of your own at least, and join them, be active, and you will learn a lot from that. And the last and final point I want to say is build a project, and that is a must. I always say build a project for whatever thing you want to learn, whether it's a programming language, whether it's a new technology, whether it is a new domain, whatever it is, build a project. It can be basic building a calculator, it can be basic calculating your Excel sheet to some calculations, or the best I can say, as a student you can write a program to calculate how much attendance you need, or how much classes you need to attend to maintain the minimum attendance percentage, right? So there are many small ideas you can do, and just start with a basic project and develop your skills. Okay, once you have a grasp of the fundamentals of the programming language, it is essential to practice on it. Practice is a key habit you need to build to be good at anything, right? So for practicing, the best thing, like I said previously, you should start with a project. So build a mini project, like I said earlier, whatever it is, whatever you are comfortable with it, do that. Try to finish each mini project, add it to your resume or your LinkedIn profile, and build your profile along with it. Second thing is, go for some coding challenging platforms, for example like LeetCode, HackerRank, CodeChef, etc. Go there and try solving problems there. It will help you in two ways. One, you can develop your programming skills. Second thing, you will learn data structure and algorithm. So always, two birds with one bullet, right? So go with that. And the third point is contribute to open source projects. So when you go to GitHub, or you can just Google for open source projects, you can see a lot in GitHub, right? So join those open source projects, understand about it, read about it, what have others done on it, what kind of modules are they building, what features are they building, and see if you can contribute something into it, right? So if you can raise a pull request and contribute to it, it's a huge for your profile. Interviewers or any hiring companies will be coming behind you just if you have these skills of contributing to open source projects. So look for it, try to contribute something to open source project, and it will change your life. Mentorship and networking. So try to find a mentor, try to find people who can teach you, who can guide you in the right way, and engage with them. Build a network, strong network of people who have same passion as you. So it will help you to build your circle better. You can find new opportunities, new problems, new ways of learning things. Okay, and the last point regarding this for you is personalize and expand your portfolio. Okay, so this is something every student misses. So everyone is focused on learning a programming language, focused on building some projects, focused on doing something here and there, right? You should always design your roadmap in such a way it is personalized to you, it's unique to you. It doesn't mean like one of your friend is learning Python doesn't mean you should learn Python. It can be different to you. And even though if you're learning a new language, let's say you're learning Java, it's not necessary you should be building an Android application, or it is not necessary you're building some random Java application. It can be something you saw or you wanted to solve a problem. So build it in a personalized way, so that whenever you present yourself, you can explain this project in such a unique way that nobody has seen it before, or maybe nobody has seen it so commonly as compared to other students or as other people, right? So that's, and by doing each these projects, personalizing yourself, building your portfolio, it will help you to build a good resume for you, a good profile for you. So when you have all these skills, you upload it in your LinkedIn and all, your profile will catch a lot of attention and it will help you in your long run. Okay, so focus on this as well. Now let's talk about the journey from here, right? So now you have chosen your programming languages, you are doing multiple projects, you are developing your skills in various other way, you are expanding your portfolio, right? Now what happens after this? So one thing you should understand is learning or being a programmer, being a software engineer, being a coder, or being a developer, it is a continuous journey. It never stops. It starts from your college, but it never ends. As long as you're working, as long as you're building something on it, as long as you're in this profession, it's a continuous journey. So embrace it, understand it, and it is unique to you. So don't worry if you're a slow learner, don't worry if you're not getting it as quick as your friends are getting it. So just don't worry about it, just have patience, and time will teach you, and you just have to be dedicated, you just have to be consistent. Okay, and like from my example, I can say, like, every time when I was learning Python, I learned Python 2.7, and later when Python 3 has launched, I have to learn new things about Python 3.2, and now Python 3.9 is there, so I have to be updated on that. So another thing about this field is, or this profession, you have to be updated about this technology update. It's not necessary that you have to know everything, you just have to know about the skills or technical skills that you are already good at. So for example, I'm good at Python, C++, and right now in JavaScript, so I have to follow what's happening on this community, what's the latest update, what are the new technologies released based on it, so things like that. So be updated, keep yourself updated, read the documentations if something you're stuck with. So for example, let's say there is something called inbuilt sorting algorithm in Python. So do you know which sorting algorithm this Python uses? Why the inbuilt sorting algorithm is faster than the algorithm you are writing? Or maybe when you write pop function in Python, so how the popping is happening, what is the input, what are the parameters, can I pop anything? So how you will know about it? So go and read the documentation about it, understand it, like learn in a very fundamental way. So when you pick up one small function, one small part, learn it, understand it, and move on. So this will happen gradually, this will happen as per your requirements. So that's all about it. I hope you got a good roadmap about how to learn programming language, how to be consistent on it, how you can implement it in your life, and how you can grow from there. I hope all my points are clear to you. If you have any doubts, just comment down below. I will try to make more new videos regarding it, and I hope you all check out my video regarding the various programming languages, and I have given various examples where it is used and why it is used and all in those videos. So please check it out. I will link it down the description as well. So before concluding, I want to just repeat two things to you again. Be patient and be consistent, and I'm sure you will be able to achieve your goals, get a good placement or good jobs with a good packages. So that's all about it today. So if you find this video helpful, please give a thumbs up and subscribe, and please comment down whatever queries you have, and please share it with your friends too. So have a good day, take care, and bye.